Hello friends, in last lecture we were solving the question related to the factorization. We solved up to question number, example number 29. Now we will continue with the same. So here is the very first question of this lecture that I am taking from page 134. Okay, example number 31st. Okay, question is find the value of, okay, we have to find the value of 0.87 multiplied by 0.87 multiplied by 0.87 plus 0.13 multiplied by 0.13 multiplied by 0.13 whole divided by 0.87 multiplied by 0.87 minus 0.87 multiplied by 0.13 plus 0.13 multiplied by 0.13. Okay, so the values gives you that view that this is very difficult. However, this question is not that much difficult to solve. Simply for a while, if I assume this 0.87 is a, so I can say this is a multiplied by a multiplied by a, isn't it? So here I can write a cube. Similarly, if I say 0.13 is equal to b, then it is 0.13 into 0.13, then again multiplied by 0.13. So this will become a cube plus b cube. So in that way it will be easy to solve. Let us see how to solve. Let 0.87 is equal to a and 0.13 is equal to b, then given expression can be written as a cube plus b cube in the numerator. Denominator it is a square minus ab plus b square, isn't it? Now if you apply the identity of a cube plus b cube, what you will get? A plus b, then a square minus ab plus b square, and in the denominator again I have a square minus ab plus b square. So this simply will cancel out each other because these two expressions are exactly same. So what I left with? A plus b. And what was a? A was 0.87 and b is 0.13. So when we add these two, what will get? 1. So this answer is 1. So if you simplify this, the answer will be 1. So if you want to write the concluding statement, you can say thus this given expression is equal to 1. Okay, thus 0.87 multiplied by 0.87 multiplied by 0.87 plus 0.13 multiplied by 0.13 multiplied by 0.13 whole divided by 0.87 multiplied by 0.87 minus 0.87 into 0.13 plus 0.13 multiplied by 0.13 is equal to 1. This expression is equal to 1. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. Generally, whenever you will get this type of expression, you have to concentrate on which identity we can apply on in that particular expression. Definitely you are not supposed to find the value of the given expression by actual multiplication, addition, subtraction. Definitely you will find some identity that will make your work easy. So please note it down, then we will see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question from page number 135, example number 35. We have to find the factors. Question is factorize factorize 27a cube plus 1 upon 64b cube plus 27a square b 27a square upon 4b plus 9a upon 16b square. Okay, we have to find the factors of this expression. So how to start to factorize this? See, very first two terms, if you observe carefully, are complete cube, isn't it? This can be written as 3a whole cube, this can be written as 1 upon 4b whole cube. Now these two expression gives you the hint or the path to get the factors of this expression. Now if this is a cube, for a while I say this is x cube and this is y cube, isn't it? First two terms are complete cubes. Now whenever I get x cube plus y cube, now there is an identity in which we have x cube plus y cube, isn't it? Which identity is that? That identity is x plus y whole cube. So I'm not talking about this, I'm talking about this. When I get x cube plus y cube, and if the next two terms or the all other terms are in this way, that means if it is possible to write these two terms in this form, then definitely that will be x plus y whole cube. Okay, let me explain you once again. This is a cube or b cube. This is x cube and y cube. So x cube plus y cube. Now if it is possible to write the next two terms in the form of 3xy and x plus y, then definitely the expression will become equal to x plus y whole cube. So if I consider this as x, that means 3a as x and 1 upon 4b as y, and according to that if I do write the remaining two terms, and if that get fit in the identity of x plus y whole cube, I'll get the factor of the given expression. So let us see how to do this. So here I have 27a cube plus 1 upon 64b cube plus 27a square upon 4b plus 9a upon 16b square. Okay, now as I told you, first two terms I am writing in the form of exactly cube, that is 3a whole cube plus 1 upon 4b whole cube. Okay, I am assuming this is x, this is y, so x cube plus y cube. Now I am not looking over there, I am just writing 3xy. According to the identity, next term should be the 3xy into x plus y, but in my case x is 3a, so 3 into 3a into 1 upon 4b. So here actually I wrote 3xy. Now x plus y, that is x plus y. Okay, again I am repeating, I am not writing this by looking this expression. I wrote this term according to the identity of a plus b whole cube. As I got a cube plus b cube, so I wrote 3ab into a plus b. And why I took plus? Because there is plus sign over there. If one of this is minus negative sign, then definitely I will take negative sign. Now before I proceed, definitely I do check whether this expression is equal to this expression or not. That means now I reverse check. I will multiply this term with this and do check whether this is equal to this or not. Similarly, I multiply this with 1 upon 4b and I do check whether this is equal to last term or not. If that are equal, then definitely the given expression gets fits in an identity of a plus b whole cube. So here 3 3s are 9, 9a and this 3a into 3a into 3, so 27a square upon 4b. Yes, I'm getting 27a square upon 4b over here. Now when I multiply this, the numerator will be 9a, 3 into 3a into 1, that is 9a, and 4b into 4b, that is 16b square. So that exactly fits in the identity of a plus b whole square. So here I write a plus b whole cube. This a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. So this should be equal to a plus b whole cube. So these are the factors. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. So note it down. Then we'll see the next question. Okay, so let us see one more question of the similar type. Example number 35, its second part. Example number 35, its second part. 64 upon 125 x cube. 64 upon 125 x cube minus 8 minus 96 upon 25x square plus 48 upon 5x. Okay, that again, if you observe, very first two terms are in the form of exactly cube. Okay, so let us see how to simplify this. 64 x cube upon 125 minus 8. Now instead of plus, there is a minus sign, doesn't matter, because over there the identity was a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Here it should be like a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. But that is I'm not sure about. We do write terms in that pattern and then we'll check whether that given expression gets fit in the identity or not. So here I can write this 4x upon 5 whole cube, isn't it? This is exactly cube minus this is exactly cube, b cube. Now I do write next term according to the identity. Identity says a cube minus b cube minus 3ab. 3 into a is 4x upon 5, b is 2, 3ab into a minus b, that is 4x upon 5 minus 2. Now I do check whether product of these two gives me these two terms or not. Okay, and if I find yes they are equal, then definitely I'll get the identity of a minus b whole cube. So let us see. 4 4 are 16, 3 2 are 6, 16 into 6, definitely 96, and here it is x square, here it is x. Actually it is x square, I wrote it x. Okay, this is x square, so this should be x square. So that means first term gets fit, as well as the minus sign. This is positive, this is negative. So plus into minus is minus, so this is negative. Now this minus into minus plus sign is okay. Now 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 2, 16 into 3, 48, and x, and denominator you can see there is 1, there is 5, so only 5. So it exactly fit the identity of a minus b whole cube. So a minus b whole cube. This is the final answer. Okay, so please note it down, then we'll see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Example number 36. Okay, example number 36, page number 35. Again, factorize or simplify. Actually, it is written simplify, so let us simplify, make it simplify. It is x plus y whole cube, x plus y whole cube minus x minus y whole cube minus 6y x square minus y square. Okay, so you have to simplify this. Let us see how to do. Okay, again, if you observe carefully, first two terms are in the form of exactly cube. They are in the form of exact cube, isn't it? X square minus y square. Now there are more than one way to simplify this. First I expand this, then I expand this, then I multiply this, and then I do check what is the simplified form. Or simply I can apply the identity of a cube minus b cube over here. But there is one more way that I'll discuss over here. See, this I am considering as a cube minus b cube. Now, according to this, next term should be minus 3ab into a minus b. So, minus 3 into a into b, isn't it? Minus 3 into a into b, then a minus b. That is x plus y minus x minus y. Okay, again I wrote this all just according to this identity. That means just to complete the identity I wrote this. This was a cube minus b cube, then this I wrote by considering this as a and this as b. Now I do check if I simplify this whether I am going to get this or not. So let me simplify this just to verify. Okay, this x plus y, x minus y gives you x square minus y square. This 3 remains as it is. Now over here, if you open the bracket, simply you can see plus x will cancel out, and here instead of this, what actually I am going to get? 2y. Now to check whether you multiply this, are you getting this or not? Yes. 3 into 2, 6, y x square minus y square. That means this particular expression can be written in this form, and as soon as I write this expression in this form, I do get the identity of a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. That is a minus b whole cube. So a minus b whole cube. So now we'll simplify this. This is x plus y minus x plus y whole cube. This minus x plus x cancel out. Y plus y, 2y whole cube. So my final answer is 8y cube. So this is the simplified form of the given expression. Please note it down. Okay, now let us see the next question. Now, next question onwards, we are going to use one more identity that we already discussed. Okay, so before I move to the questions of that identity, just once I do write that identity, okay. So now we'll see factorization on the identity this a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc is equal to a plus b plus c, then a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus ca. So next onward questions will be based on this identity. So here is the very first question, factorize. Okay, this is the identity that we are going to use. Now next question I am taking from page 126, example number 37. Page 126, example 37. Okay, factorize 8x cube. Factorize 8x cube plus 27y cube plus z cube minus 18xyz plus z cube minus 18xyz. Okay, now how to identify? See, when you get the question in your examination, definitely there won't be any hint given like that you have to factorize using this identity or that identity. So here the very first thing that gives me this idea that might be there is an identity of this is, see, these three terms, first three terms are in the form of exactly cube. This is 2x whole cube, this is 3y whole cube, and this is z whole cube. So I will start with that only. So whenever I'll get sum of three exact cubes, then at that case I should remember this identity. So again what I will do, I do write first three terms in the form of the identity, and the remaining term of the identity I do write by my own, and then I do check whether the term what I wrote is same as the term given in the question or not. If the answer is yes, then definitely we'll get the identity. So here I can write 2x whole cube plus 3y whole cube plus z whole cube. So this is a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now according to identity, next term should be minus 3 into a into b into c. Now I do check whether the product of these all is equal to minus 18xyz or not. So minus is definitely over here, xyz is also there. Now 3 into 2 into 3, that is 18. 3 2s are 6, 6 3s are 18. That means this expression exactly gets the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc. Hence we can write this as a plus b plus c in the first bracket, and in the second bracket a square, that is 2x square, plus b square, that is 3y square, plus c square, that is z square, then minus ab minus bc minus ca. That means minus of this 2x into 3y minus of 3y into z minus of z into 2x. Okay, so now next step I do get my final answer, 2x plus 3y plus z, and over here 4x square plus 9y square plus z square minus 6xy minus 3yz minus 2xz. Okay, so this gives me the two factors of the given expression. So we can say these are the required factors of the given expression. I hope this is clear to you. Please note it down, then we will see the next question. Okay, now let us see the next question. Next question number, example number 42, page 137. It was 136, okay, not 137. Page number 137, example 42. Okay, question is factorize a plus b whole cube plus b plus c whole cube plus c plus a whole cube minus 3 a plus b, b plus c, c plus a. Okay, we have to factorize this. So that is not that much difficult. Okay, for a while this a plus b if I consider as x, this b plus c I consider as y, this c plus a I consider as z, and so this will become x, this will become y, and this will become z, isn't it? A plus b is x, b plus c is y, c plus a is z. Similarly over here. So if I consider this expression can be written as x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xy, right? And their factors we already have. Okay, so let us see how to write the solution of this question if you get in a 2 or 3 marks. So let a plus b is equal to b plus c is equal to y, c plus a is equal to z. Then given expression can be written as x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz, and we know that x cube plus y cube plus z cube minus 3xyz can be written as x plus y plus z, then x square plus y square plus z square minus xy minus yz minus zx. So these are the factors of the given expression when I assume them at x, y and z, but we have to write the final answer in terms of ABC because the given expression is in terms of ABC. So here I have to put the values of x, y, z once again. So here I do write at the place of x it is a plus b, then plus b plus c, then c plus a. Okay, over here I do write a plus b whole square plus b plus c whole square plus c plus a whole square minus a plus b into b plus c, isn't it? X into y, so x is a plus b, y is b plus c, minus b plus c into c plus a minus c plus a into a plus b. Okay, x square, y square, z square, x into y, y into z, z into x. Now definitely we will simplify this further. Now over here a plus b, b plus c, if you observe carefully there is a 2 times, there is b 2 times, and there is c again 2 times. So here I do write 2a plus 2b plus 2c. Okay. Now over here definitely you have to apply the identity of a plus b whole square, here b plus c whole square, here c plus a square, and over here you have to multiply term to term. So when I apply the identity of a plus b whole square, here I do get a square plus b square plus 2ab plus b square plus c square plus 2bc plus c square plus a square plus 2ac. Okay, simply I apply the identity of a plus b whole square 3 times. Over here, this is square of binomial, square of binomial, square of binomial. Now, over here, I need to multiply term to term. So, again, here I'll put first the bracket because there is minus sign outside. So, a into b, ab, a into c, ac, b into b, b square, b into c plus bc. Okay, then now when I multiply these two, so I am writing over here minus of b into c, bc, b into a, ab, b, c into c, c square, c into a, ac, minus of, now over here c into a, ca plus c into b, cb plus a into a square plus a into b, ab. So this is my next term actually. Okay, here this is the next step. So I hope up to this point it is clear to you. Simply here I added, so I got 2a plus 2b plus 2c, and over here I simply applied the identity of a plus b whole square. Here again a plus b whole square, here again a plus b whole square, and there I multiplied terms. So note it down up to this point, then we'll see the remaining solution of this question. Okay, so let us see how to solve it further. Okay, now from these I can take 2 common. So here I do write 2a plus b plus c. Okay, now over here this a square, again I have a square. Then this b square, again I have b square. Then this c square, again I have c square. So I can write 2 times a square, 2 times b square, 2 times c square, 2a square plus 2b square plus 2c square. Now this is 2ab, 2bc and 2ca. So plus 2ab plus 2bc plus 2ca. Okay, now we'll open the bracket because there isn't any possibility to add them. All 4 are different terms. They are not like terms. Even in this bracket as well as in this bracket, 4 terms are not alike. So we have to just open the bracket, and here I do write minus ab minus ac minus b square minus cb. Okay, then over here minus bc minus ab minus c square minus ac, then minus ac, then minus cb, then minus a square minus ab. Okay, now next, definitely here I do write 2a plus b plus c as it is. Now over here, see, first we'll see the terms of power 2. So 2a square, and there is one minus a square. So 2a square minus a square, this gives me a square, isn't it? This 2a square minus a square gives me a square. Similarly, this 2b square minus b square gives me plus b square. And then in the same way, definitely I am going to get this 2c square minus c square, that is plus c square. Now we'll see the terms of like this ab. So here I have 2ab and this is minus ab. Okay, this is minus ab. This is again minus ab, isn't it? This is again minus ab. And this is again minus ab. So with with plus 2ab I have 3 times minus ab. Okay, so I can write here 2ab minus 3ab. Okay, although I can write directly the answer, but I took 3ab 3 times, this minus 3ab 3 times, and with plus 2ab I wrote this. Now this plus 2bc, now this is minus bc. Okay, then again this is minus bc, and again this is minus bc. Okay, so with plus 2bc I have minus 3bc. Now then we have 2ca. Now you can see the terms remaining. Okay, let me take it in another shape to make you better understand. This is minus ac. Okay, again here we have this minus ac. Okay, and this is again minus ac. So this minus ac minus ac minus ac, that is minus 3ac. Okay, now all terms have been taken. So finally here it is 2a plus b plus c, and over here I have a square plus b square plus c square. Now 2ab minus 3ab is minus ab, 2bc minus 3bc is minus bc, and again here it is minus ca. So this I can say my final answer is. Okay, these are the expressions of the these are the factors of the given expression. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So please note it down, these 3 terms, and then okay, over here this question gets end, don't write this again. Okay, so please note it down. Okay, now we'll see the next question, that is example number 43. Resolve into factor. That means again we have to find the factors only. A cube minus b cube plus 1 plus 3ab. Okay. Factorize a cube minus b cube plus 1 plus 3ab. Okay, so if we see first 2 terms, they are in the form of complete cube. So here the first thing that that may come in our mind, that it is the identity of a cube minus b cube. And let us see, if you apply that identity, whether you are able to factorize it further or not. If I write this as a cube minus b cube, I told you that remaining term I do write according to the identity. Let us see whether that method works over here or not. So here I can write a cube, okay, minus b cube. Now next term should be minus 3 into a into b and a minus b. If I consider this is the first term, this is the second term, and then as usual I do write the remaining terms according to the identity, and then I do check whether the terms that I wrote are same as the terms given in the question or not. So over here, if you multiply this 3ab into a, you will get 3a square b. As well as when you multiply 3ab into minus b, you will get plus 3ab square. That means multiplication of these is not equal to this. That means definitely this method or this identity, actually no, I won't say method, this identity is not applicable over here. Now again, if you observe carefully, this 1 is also a complete cube. That means now here we have 3 complete cube. It means we can think about the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube. So let us see, do write the terms in that form. So here I can write a cube. Now in between there should be plus sign, and to maintain it minus b, I have to write in this way, because even though I make it minus b cube and then with a multiply with plus sign, I do get the same thing. Plus 1 can be written as 1 cube. So here I wrote a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now remaining term I do write by my own. Next term, it is minus 3 into a into b into c. Now if the product of these 4 or these terms is equal to this, then definitely I will say this gets in the identity. So minus minus plus, yes, plus is here, 3 into a into b into 1, that is 3ab. So this exactly fits the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, and I know the right side is a plus b plus c, that is a plus b plus c in first bracket. In second bracket, a square plus b square plus c square, then minus ab minus bc minus c. So minus ab minus bc minus c a. Now I'll open the bracket. See over here, instead of writing a in bracket and square, I can directly write a square. Here again I can directly write the b square. Here again I can write 1. But do write this step in the form of the identity, and the next step solve it further. So here I do get a minus b plus 1. Over here a square plus b square plus 1. Now minus minus plus, so here I do get ab. Again minus minus plus, so I do get b minus 1 into a, that is minus 1. So these are the factors of the given expression. So please note it down, then we will see the next question. Okay, now we'll see the next question. Example number 45. Example number 45, page number 137. Factorize 2 root 2 a cube, 2 root 2 a cube plus 8b cube minus 27y cube plus 8b cube minus 27 c cube plus 18 root 2 ABC, root 2 ABC. Okay, now again over here you can see that first three terms, especially second and third terms, you can see directly are perfect cubes. This is the cube of 2b, that is 8ab cube, and this is the cube of minus 3c. 3 cube is 27, c cube is c cube, and minus cube is minus. So these two are exactly cubes. Now this a, definitely a cube is written, so that is perfect cube. Now this 2 root 2, see, root 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2, that we already know, and 1 root 2 is already there. That means this term is again a perfect cube. So here again we have cube of 3 terms, okay, with either plus sign or minus sign. So definitely we should go for the a cube plus b cube plus c cube, and then I do write minus 3abc by my own, and then I will check whether the term I wrote is equal to this third term or this last term or not. So let us see how to solve this. Okay, so here I can write this as a root 2 whole cube, isn't it? Because a cube is a cube and root 2 cube is 2 in, root 2 into root 2 into root 2, that is 2 root 2, plus 2b whole cube, 2b whole cube minus, not here it be plus, okay, here it will be plus 3c whole cube, isn't it? 3c whole cube, that is 27c cube. Now according to this, see here it is a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Okay, there is one mistake, here it should be minus sign, isn't it? Here it should be minus sign, a cube plus b cube, and here it should be 3, not 2. Now this is a cube plus b cube, okay, it was right, it is 2b. Okay, a cube plus b cube plus c cube. Now according to these, next term should be minus 3 into a, that is a root 2, b, that is 2b, into c, that is minus 3c. Now I do check whether the product of these all is equal to 18 root 2 ABC or not. If they are equal, definitely this gets fit in the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3abc, and its factors, then it is easy to write a plus b plus c in first bracket, in second bracket a square plus b square plus c square minus ab minus bc minus c. But before that I do check this. So first I will see whether it contains ABC or not. Yes, it contains ABC. As well as this is positive, so this negative and this negative make it positive. Now only I do check 18 root 2. So root 2 is over here directly. Now I will check 18. So 3 into 2 into 3. 3 3 is a 9 into 2 18. That gets fit in the identity of a plus b plus, sorry, a cube plus b plus c cube minus 3abc. So we can write its factors as a plus b plus c, then a square plus b square plus c square minus ab, so here I am writing minus ab, that is a root 2 into 2b minus ab, minus bc, that is 2b into minus 3c, Okay, minus AB minus BC minus CA. C and A is A root 2. Okay, so here I do write the final step, A root 2 plus 2B minus 3C, and over here A root 2 square. So A square is A square, root 2 square is 2. So here I do write 2A, then over here 4, not 2A, it should be 2A square, then 4B square plus 9C square. Now over here when I multiply this, so 2A, it should be minus, first of all it should be minus, then 2AB root 2, 2AB root 2, isn't it? 2A into B into root 2. Here minus minus plus, so 6BC. Again here minus and minus plus 3 into A into C. So this will become 3AC root 2. So this is our final answer, or we can say these are the factors of the given expression. So please note it down. Okay, so let me explain you this once again in short. Okay, so first of all, that should come in your mind, that these three terms are perfect cube. As I told you, especially second and third terms directly gives you the idea that definitely they are perfect cube. This is the cube of 2b and this is the cube of 3c, actually minus 3c. And this, if you observe carefully, A cube is definitely perfect cube, and 2 root 2, as I told you, this 2 root 2 means this 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2 and this root 2 as it is. That means this again can be written as root 2 whole cube. In this way we can say these three terms, first three terms of the given expressions are perfect cube. A cube, B cube and C cube. So I wrote this and that form, A root 2 whole cube plus 2b whole cube minus 3c whole cube. So I wrote these three terms in the form of perfect cube because I have the identity in my mind that I have to apply identity of a cube plus b cube. So that's why here I kept plus. Already it was plus only, but here it is negative, still I kept over here plus, and here I took minus 3c because when you simplify this you will get same. You have to keep that thing in your mind, that when you rewrite the given expression in any other form, question should remain same. If I make it minus sign, then in that case question will alter, isn't it? This negative and this negative makes positive, but actually here it is negative, so it is necessary that here we should put. Also, according to identity, a cube plus b cube is there, and then again plus c cube is there, so this should be plus. Now this term, these terms I wrote according to the identity, not according to whatever is given over here. I wrote 3 into a, this is a, into b, this is, into c, this is, and then definitely I do check whether the product of these is equal to the product of, or is equal to the term, this term or not. I have to cross verify. So 3 into 2 6, 6 into 3 18, yes I have 18, minus into minus, that is plus, I have plus, then root 2 as it is, I have that, then a into b into c, so abc is also there. So now this exactly fits the identity of a cube plus b cube plus c cube minus 3 into a into b into c. So now I can say this should be equal to a plus b plus c. So I wrote a as it is, b as it is with plus sign, and c as it is negative, so I wrote it in bracket. Then a square, that is a root 2 whole square, b square, that is 2b square, c square, that is minus 3c square, then minus ab minus bc minus ca, that means minus of product of these two, so a root 2 into 2b, minus of 2b into minus 3c, then again minus of minus 3c into a root 2. So that gets over. Now just we have to check that, just we have to write the terms in their form. So a root 2 as it is, 2b as it is, so plus minus minus, so minus 3c. Here a square is a square and root 2 square is 2, so 2a square, 2b whole square, that is 4b square, minus 3c whole square, that is 9c square. Now over here it is minus 2 into a into b into root 2, 2b a root 2, 2ab root 2, then minus minus plus 2 into 3 6 bc, and over here minus minus plus 3 ac root 2. So in that way these are the factors of the given expression. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now note down your homework for this lecture. Okay, page 134 to 137, page 134 to 137, examples 32 to 45, 32 to 45. Okay, now some homework from your exercise. So exercise 3.2, question number 1. Okay, all parts of question number 1. All okay, so please note down your homework. Okay, so that is all about this lecture. Now we'll meet in next lecture. Till then, bye. Thank you.